checklist. So we all know follow-up is the most important thing when we do Atomy business. Introducing Atomy is important. Introducing a product is important. But the most important thing is how we follow through them. Follow up and follow through, right? So as you can see, there are 7 checklists for follow-up. So let's think about what we are doing and what we are missing. So first one, I contact the consumer within 24 hours of delivery of the product to check the review and satisfaction. A lot of people know about this and they are doing this because it's a basic. We need to follow within 22, 48 hours, right? And so I was doing this one, but I wasn't doing this one. I was missing this second one. I contact the consumer a second time within a week after delivery of the product to check on product usage. So ask yourself how you are doing. And please check off if you're doing any of this. The third one, I am keeping track of which Atomy products my consumers are using. So are you keeping track of your customers' product usage? And I know when my customers will run out of that Atomy products. If you keep tracking of what your customers are using, probably you know you can figure out when they will run out the product, because Himoim is for 1 month and skincare product can be several months. And the next one, I see a steady increase in the number of Atomy products my consumers use. If they are not increasing the number of products, then whose fault is that? Apparently it's not their fault, right? Because maybe they don't know what other products out there and how good they are. So it's our duty to educate them and introduce them new products, right? The last but least is my consumers trust me. For example, they trust and buy when I introduce new products. Okay, so let's take a time to see how many of them you are doing. I definitely miss it. The second one, I wasn't doing the second follow-up. I only follow up once after introduce a product to a customer, especially when I give free facial demonstration to the new customers. I call them very next morning before noon, before they forget how they felt in the morning. So I usually ask them, how did you feel your skin today? Because at the when facial demonstration is over, everybody says, like 100%, everybody says, it feels so good. My skin feels so good. So we know how they feel right after. But I want them to remember how they felt their skin very next morning, because our skincare product makes our skin moisturize for over 24 hours. So it's very important to text them or call them for them to think about how they felt their skin condition in the morning. So I've been doing that, but I didn't think about calling them the second time within a week to follow through. So if any of you are doing that already, good for you. If not, let's start to do it. So I wrote it down, this checklist. I got this from one of the leaders' speech from Korea. I know a lot of Koreans are here. We are lucky because Atomy Company's headquarters is in Korea. So the most lectures and speech is in Korean. So there are many lectures that we can hear, but I feel bad for non-Korean members. Maybe they are missing a lot. That's why I'm trying my best to fill in the hall, try to bring all those lecture good part and translate in English and bring it this meeting. So, but I don't know where everybody today. Anyway, so this is the follow-up checklist 7, and then keeping track of which atomic products your customers are using. So I have suggested for you to have a customer management notebook. So I'm sure many of you are already writing your own customer management notebook. So whenever I have a new customer, I add them on one page of my notebook and I write down what product they purchase. And then if I give them any samples, I wrote it down. So next time when I meet them again, I want to give different samples. And providing small sample is a good opportunity for them to try new product. And then if they like, they will continue to use that product. So that's how you can increase the number of products your customers are using. And from time to time, I show my customer management notebook to my customer to brag about how good I am taking care of managing my customers, because there are so many Atomians out there. So when they feel that they are well managed by you, then they'll have more trust you. And so whenever you introduce new product, more likely they will try the new product, right? And since if you write down their list of the products your customers are using, more likely you can figure out by when their product will be run out. So maybe around that time, you can contact them to say hello and maybe checking up if they want to reorder the products or things like that. Okay. And